Okay, Vortex. So I told myself that I was gonna do comedy this month. It's really important because this is the last month that Twin Kegs 2 is gonna be open. They are not going out of business. He's trying to relocate because the rent is way too pricey at that particular location, which is like South Nashville, if you know where that is. So I've been telling myself that I need to go back and do stand-up for like the past 3 months. I need to just bite the bullet and fucking do it. Because that's really the issue, is like me forcing myself to take that initial step. Because like I'll continue to do something once I get into the routine of it. But once I get out of the routine, good luck. Get me back into it. Because it's like, I really don't want to do it. I mean, I don't regret it. But it's like, it's not just about leaving the house, and it's not just about forcing myself to be around other people. It's like, comedy is so degenerate. And it really is, quite taxing. But I think that if there wasn't that part of it that was really grueling and like very narcissistic, it's very like toxic in a way, because you surround yourself, much like if you go to a 12-step program, you're going to be surrounded by people that are really sick and aren't doing it for the right reason, And it's very hard to come by like decent people that are like genuine and not all in it for themselves and doing it because they just want to be famous and they just want to get a Netflix special. Like, I hate these people. I hate these people so much. And I realized that like it's probably not good for me to hate these people. Like, I don't enjoy hating people. I'm not like the majority of people on the internet that like take some kind of pride in being on top or being the first person that figured something out. It is annoying though that like people that just now figured things out are getting mad that other people don't figure things out. It's like, no. Like, how long did it take you? Everybody's on a different path, You just have to accept that. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be miserable, Like, it's stupid to be angry about stuff that isn't gonna fucking change. Sheep will always be sheep. They will always be led to the slaughterhouse because that's what they do. And a part of it is like survival for them. Like, in their mind, they think, well, if you don't do this, you're going to be ostracized. And if you're ostracized, then you're not relevant. And if you're not relevant, you're not alive in this world, you know? Well, that's why people don't understand why I don't social network, because so many people do that, and they view it as like, you know, the way to make your voice heard. I actually think it's the complete opposite. People that think they're making their voice heard sound just like everybody else. It's kind of like voting. You know I had to shut up. Well, how many times are you going to keep doing the same thing and it doesn't change anything? It's not improving upon anybody's situation, man. It's like the only thing they can say for Trump is like, oh, well, the economy was better. Yeah, the economy was better, but like, everything was on fire. You know? I'm not trying to make a case for Joe Biden or like any Democrat or whatever. I'm just saying, like, it just seems kind of silly that people seek a solution in a politician or somebody that acts a lot like a politician. Let's be real. Just because he doesn't talk like a politician doesn't mean that he's not also part of their scheme. But I think that most Americans don't see themselves being played because, you know, they're just not familiar with psychops. They're not familiar with the way that the human brain is wired, you know. They turn off all information about it. I mean, just look at the way that they turn off any information about homosexuality or transgenderism. They don't want to have a conversation about it. People are infantilized on both sides. And of course, the infantilized people on one particular side are only going to think it's the other side that's bad. You know? They're not going to see that. Because I've had just as much of a difficulty talking to these like patriotic Republicans as I do like leftist cultural Marxists. So it's like people are so hung up on this identity bullshit. Child of God is the only important identity, okay? And if you understand that about everybody, like, if we're all made in the image of God, then how can I get mad at somebody else for being the way that they are? You know, who am I to declare that those people are wrong or stupid? You know? I mean, I can make that declaration, but it ain't gonna mean shit.